Yes, sir! We are the troops of Fortran.
A 10 hut. I want to see you maggots do 50 push-ups right now. Sorry, with the clan we're going to be doing this episode, I couldn't resist, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Urban Rivals, and you know, let's just kick off with things straight away and see who our first opponent will be. This is actually a first for me, guys, as in, well, not because this is the first Junta video, but because this is the first video I've ever recorded in the morning. It's, of course this will be uploaded a lot later, but it's 11:15 right now. Usually I'd wait until 2 and 3 or 4 o'clock, but I thought, you know, I was just in the mood for recording. Sometimes I'm like that. And, okay, so we start off with Archibald, with his friends Angie, Lennox and Dugan, as I call him. And we've got Brian, Dakota, Dugan and Laura now. Hoping you two will face off against each other. I think we will use Dakota, because no point in using Laura because she'll only get 1 extra damage. I'm gonna say you're bluffing, so we'll just put 2 extra on there. No, you weren't. Okay. Usually when people play Archibald in the first round, they're usually bluffing, so that's another first. This video is just full of firsts, isn't it? Oh, let's see. See, with the Junta, it's you know, it's like just 2 hit KO your opponents as quickly as possible. I'm actually gonna play Dugan. 2. And see what happens from there. But anyway, expect to see a few more videos than I was originally presuming within the next couple of weeks, because the best thing in terms of assignments happened to me on Friday. On his own accord and out of nowhere, our lecturer Eric suddenly says to us, you know, who'd be alright with me pushing the deadline back to the first Friday after the holidays, which would be the 20th of April, which means we have an extra month to work on this assignment. And that means that I only have 1 assignment to work on, ladies and gentlemen, which is due in this Friday, well, the Friday coming up, which means I'll be free for a couple of weeks before the holidays, so I'll be able to do quite, you know, a few more videos. I've decided I was going to do an LP project, but there's like all the games I want to do, I have no idea like what's going on. I've been looking at quite a few, you know, because Battletoads was a NES title. I've been looking at other NES titles, Punch Out, Super Mario World, and I'd like to do something like those, but I also want to do something original. You know, because it's like Nintendo Capri Sun and Sugar Conroy and Proton John and all that have done popular games like that, and I like doing different things. Heck, that's why I decided to do this whole Urban Rivals thing, because you know, compare the number of Mario videos to Urban Rivals and you'll find that Mario outnumbers them, I don't know, 10 to 1 or something. But anyway, I'm yapping on about LP stuff, and I should be playing, and I think I'm going to play Brian, because if I do power plus power up, that means you're going to be on 9, but I'd rather you be on 8. Shit. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear as much in these videos. I don't know if to play Brian or Laura. I play Laura because I want Brian to be against Dugan, because then at least if Brian wins, he won't have that damage reduction on him. Watch me lose now. Yep. Not even random's going to help me here, because that 90 is way more than double the attack power of 24. If you're wondering why I'm doing Junta, yes, I am doing the Naja LD missions. I've had a look at her. 5/5, 3-star, power equals power up. She's an alright card. I'd use her over Python. Because, I don't know, I just would. I mean, at least with Python there's more cards where we get more power. But I don't know why, but Naja LD seems a lot more stable than Python. I guess it's because she's 3 stars, so you're not using up as many stars if you're playing T1 or ELO or something like that. 2 game modes I don't often do, because of course I'm in Fight Club with a T2 deck, and you're probably wondering why Winston's here. Well, it's because he's a damage reducer. And I don't want to use Leo, and I don't have Jane Ramber. I don't think. After this match we will go into my collection and see if we have her. And then wonder why I didn't put her hit in. Because even though she reduces the damage less than Winston, she's a minimum 1 and he's a minimum, I'm not going to fight with him, I'm not going to make this stupid mistake. See, he's a minimum of 3, so you have played Sunder. I will play Gatling. I'm on the last mission, by the way, which is the damage mission. I hate you. Ugh. That's right, take my life. What was I talking about before I switched to the Junta? That was it, LP. So yeah, I'm not going to really be doing any LP projects as such. Well, not in the upcoming weeks anyway. I did want to try and do something with Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, but then Meep012 has done Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, and I'm worried that people are going to think I'm copying him if I decide to do something like that, so that's been thrown out the window. I guess I'll do another Let's Have a Look At video in the future. I want to look at Crystal's story on funnygames.biz, which is a turn-based, and it's actually pretty basic graphics, so hopefully we won't get slowdown or anything. And I'm yapping on. Your revenge won't count, I don't have stop, and you have Eric. I'm gonna have to go with Dugan. As you saw in the introduction, I also have Timber in this deck. He is yet to show himself. Timber and La Junta are a match in heaven, because you have that 1 extra point against damage reducers, because unless you're stupid enough at higher levels to put 2 leaders in the same deck, Timber's ability isn't going to be stopped. Like if you've got Junta versus Pussycats, you'll have that 1 extra damage instead of just having to have your 2 taken away from their bonus. And why didn't you just go for the KO? Seriously. Why didn't you just go for the... Seriously. Then again, even with Fury, you would have been taken down, so... When I first saw Dugan and saw his damage reduction capabilities, I thought, I'm getting him as soon as possible. Oh, let's see, I'm gonna go with, I don't know if you're gonna bluff. What's your power? You've both got 8. That sucks, man. Oh my god, okay, so, 1, so he'll have 2 left, 1, 2, 3, I'll play 4, because then that'll at least be 24 versus 30, and if this is in non-random, then I should win. Yeah. I don't know what that noise was then, but yeah. Even though you recover a pill, that is 8 versus 8. Actually, no, I'm an idiot. That is 8 versus 7. Shit. Should have taken havoc into account. And I'm dropping the S-bomb again. I apologise. I should call the title of this La Junta, More War, Less Peace, and a shit amount of shit. I should stop. Anyway, how many times do I want to say anyway in these videos? I've noticed that. Sugar Conroy's been talking about how many times he says though in his videos, and I've noticed just how many times I say anyway. Hang on. 7 times 5 is 35, 8 times 4 is 32. If non-random doesn't screw with us, then I should win. Unless you make the stupid mistake of Furying when you don't have to. Damn, I can't win this, but I would like to win this last round. Yeah. Lost by 1. Timber, why did you not show yourself? We could have taken this to a draw, and then I wouldn't be so sad about this. Aww. Then again, a lot of people have said to me you should expect to lose a lot if you have Junta because of that main 2-hit KO thing, because people, I've often noticed that people can predict your moves more easily if you have Junta, because they will just pill and pill and pill, and you don't know when they're gonna pill or not. And why have you got, well, you're level 16, but why did you take a leader out? Then you'll benefit from at least one ability, and thank God I haven't got Brian, because then that would have been dangerous. I said I was going to see if I had Jane Ramber. You know what, we'll do it. We'll have one more match, and then we'll see if we have Jane Ramber, just for the hell of it. And it's my turn to play. If I had Timber, I could do the knockout now. Knockout and Fury. We'll stick 4 on. And then we'll, I don't know, put Dakota or Gatling out there, and then depending on well, actually no, depending on what happens, because it's their turn first next anyway, so depending on what happens we'll decide between, well, it could be any of these 3, because I want to use Laura. Hopefully you won't send Kyle out when I use Laura, so Come on. I know I have guns, I know you should be scared, but, you know, I'd rather you try and fight me instead of just waiting for the timeout. You know, that's something I've never gotten. That is something I've never gotten about this game. Why do people, when they're, I can understand this happening if you're losing the match, but why is it that people time out? What happened to my voice then? Why is it that people time out and quit matches when they're winning? I don't get it. I mean, I've often timed out matches when I was winning because I was distracted, and yes, I do understand that that's a valid reason, but it's just, if you're winning, it's just stupid, it really is. And why has my connection gone down to the lowest bar? It was at 5 when I first started recording. It's doing this again, innit? It knows I want to do a video, so it's going to start being an idiot. Oh, Bridget, right. Well, at least you don't get Bridget's +1 life, because you put Timber in there as well. Let's see. Actually, I want to save Laura for... Actually, no, we'll use Laura now, not risk having to be used against Sayora or Timber. What? Yay! Thank you, random. Oh, I had a match before, recording. Random screwed me over in the first round, but then it pulled through for me in the last round and caused me to win the match, and it was actually with Laura. God, Laura, I've often noticed that some people diss Laura and then some people praise Laura. She really is a Marmite affair. I mean, I've never been too clever with damage equals damage up, but with Laura, with a bonus activated, she can, if you can play her right and, you know, make sure your opponent doesn't predict what you're going to do, she could cause a knockout if she wanted to. Get her against like Cortez or something with her bonus activated, which means she'll be a 10, with Fury, which means she'll be a 12, and if you've got Timber on top of that, she'll be a 13. She can be very dangerous, and I'm going on and I should be playing, and how many times have I said that during my videos? Oh well, at least you know it's me and not an imposter. Should I be a right arsehole and just... I think I will. I will full pill. Because I had 8 pills, and even if you full pill Sayora with her attack +8, then I think I will still win. Unless random decides to screw me over after that victory with Laura. Because it will do that. Random will screw you over. Oh. I know a lot of people have been complaining about how easy Naja's missions have been as well, but I heard that was because people were complaining how difficult Dudley's were. If I'm not mistaken, Bella's next in the LD stuff. Well, that's what my friend told me last night anyway. It's going to be Bella in the next LD re-release. And I've got one more match to go for 50 matches won. And 111 damage. I'm going to see what time we're on, people. Almost 20 minutes. No, I won't have another match, but we will just see. We'll just see about Jane Ramber. Yeah, it's about Bella. I wonder who's going to be her mission specifics. If it's going to be Oscar again, or we don't want to go on Asperoth. If it's going to be Oscar again, or if we're going to get new people. I will laugh if Tino is one of the mission objective people. I'll be like, oh no, there's so many Tinos out there. No. I'll have to stay away from you for a while, if that's the case. Hopefully Fabio will be one of the mission objectives, maybe Aniki. And then we'll have I'm just babbling on now. And then we'll have LDs that haven't been... I mean, Roots and Oluwatu, when are we going to get them? Seriously. See, these are all the Junta people I have. I don't think I have Ray. I do not have Ray. I had a choice between Ray and Naginata, and I went with Ray. No, I didn't think I had her. Look, I've got Leo. Leo the Lion Man. He's a lion man, doing all he can. Oh god, I've never even seen that TV show, but I know the blooming lyrics to it. Because I remember on Harry Hill's, I don't know why, we're just looking at random Junta now to end off with. When Harry Hill had TV Burp, I think he still has it. But they're showing it on Cartoon Network now, I think. Well, that's what I kept seeing on the adverts before I went back to uni for this term. He took the mickey out of Lion Man and started singing He's a Saiyan Man, because there used to be a show called The Colour of Money with Chris Tarrant, which is basically Deal or No Deal but with cash machines. I love that line. Please don't tell no Ledmans or he'll sue. And I need a drink. That was so bad. I could sing a lot better than that. Seriously. And I need to stop saying seriously. Oh my god. But anyway, There should be a new video within the next week actually. There could be two, so watch my subscription space. And I will see you next time. Sayonara.
We are the troops of Fortran, rise on high. Your drill